Nintendo's eShop really doesn't get the credit it deserves. Sure, in terms of volume, it can't compete with PSN or Xbox Live, but the creativity on display, particularly on the 3DS, really can't be matched. There are a lot of fresh and unique experiences on offer. The Legend of Kusakari, a game about cutting grass, is definitely both of those. Developed by Librage, apologies to the devs if I mispronounced your name, The Legend of Kusakari is, to put it very simply, a quirky game, and it knows it. You play as Shiba Kari. When war grips the kingdom, brave heroes step forward to defeat the evil Demon King. Along the way, they'll face many adversaries, including monsters, dragons, and weeds. This is where Shiba Kari comes in. What he lacks in strength, he makes up for in determination as he valiantly cuts back the underbrush so our heroes can battle on even, neat battlefields. So yeah, this game is silly and charmingly self-aware. From the theme song that is delightfully out of tune to the silly quotes in between levels, the tongue-in-cheek style of this game is great. I found myself laughing out loud on more than one occasion, but a sense of humor only gets you so far. This is a game after all. Well, fortunately the gameplay is pretty fun too. It's often billed as a puzzle game, which I don't think gives the right impression. I'd say it's more of an action game with a little bit of strategy involved. As Shiba Kari, you have to quickly traverse the levels, cutting down grass and avoiding obstacles as you go. And because Shiba Kari isn't the fittest man, his health slowly depletes even if you don't get hit. You utilize two attacks in the game, a front slash and a circular slash that takes clear inspiration from a certain Nintendo franchise. As you progress through the stages, enemy patterns will become more complex, and you'll have to outrun your constantly depleting health gauge and strategically replenish it with bluegrass scattered around the stages. The action takes place on the 3DS's upper screen, while the lower screen displays a basic but extremely helpful map of remaining grass. At the end of each stage, you're graded on how quickly you completed it, adding to the replay value. It's a fun arcadey formula. Performing a spin slash that takes out multiple rows of weeds is very satisfying, and the race against your depleting health adds urgency and some strategy. But unfortunately, the controls are a bit too loose. Shiba Kari floats around a little bit, which can lead to some frustrating collisions. After a while, you will get the hang of it and learn to compensate, but I feel like a little more tuning would have helped here. The Legend of Kusakari's story mode is very short. I finished its 50 main stages in just a couple hours. After that, you can replay stages for S ranks, which will in turn allow you to unlock 10 bonus stages. Achieving S ranks is not easy, so anticipate spending several more hours if you want to see everything. Additionally, there's the Green Thumb Almanac, which is kind of like an achievement system with different challenges for each stage, such as completing a level without getting hit, or without healing yourself. And finally, there's Endless Mode. In this mode, you're presented with a large field of grass with enemies wandering around set paths. You have to run around cutting grass as quickly as possible while also watching the lower screen for randomly spawning bluegrass. Cutting the bluegrass replenishes your depleting health bar, allowing you to potentially cut grass forever. You can also submit your scores to an online leaderboard. Endless Mode is a surprisingly fun distraction and nice to load up for those micro gaming sessions. While Legend of Kusakari's short length will definitely be a concern for some, given the low asking price, I think it has enough content. This is developer Librage's first game, and I think they did a great job creating this quirky and unique eShop title. I can't wait to see what they come up with next.